Imagine you're trapped inside a ship. No windows, no way to see outside. The ship is moving smoothly across the ocean. You watch a butterfly fly across the cabin. You toss a ball into the air. Everything behaves exactly as you'd expect. Nothing tells you that you're moving. But the ship is racing across the ocean. How could you possibly tell the difference between motion and rest? We ended our last video with that question. But here's the interesting part. More than 400 years ago, someone else asked the exact same question. His name was Galileo. That question led Galileo to a remarkable conclusion. There is no such thing as absolute motion. Motion only makes sense when you compare yourself to something else. A passenger on the ship might look perfectly still to another passenger. But to someone standing on the shore, that same passenger is moving. So, who's right? Both of them. Because motion is relative. Here's another example. You're sitting on a train. The train beside you begins to move. For a moment, it feels like you're moving. Then you look at the platform. Your train is actually standing still. The other train is moving. Your answer depends on what you're comparing yourself to. Galileo noticed something else. It's not just motion that's relative. Speed is too. Imagine throwing a ball while standing still. It leaves your hand at 10 kilometers per hour. Now imagine throwing that same ball while running at 10 kilometers per hour. To someone watching from the ground, the ball isn't moving at 10 kilometers per hour anymore. It's moving at 20. Your speed plus the ball's speed. That's the rule. Simple, obvious. And for nearly 270 years, physicists believed that was how everything in the universe worked. Galileo's rules explained almost everything scientists could observe. Then light ruined everything. According to Galileo's rules, light should behave just like every other moving object. Imagine you're standing still and shining a flashlight. The light races away from you at an enormous speed. Now imagine you're on a fast moving spaceship, shining the same flashlight straight ahead. According to Galileo, the spaceship's speed should add to the light's speed, just like the running ball. The light should move even faster. But when scientists finally measured it, something impossible happened. The speed of light didn't change. It didn't matter whether the source was moving. It didn't matter whether the observer was moving. Light always traveled at exactly the same speed. The universe was breaking Galileo's rules, and nobody knew why. Then a young man looked at the problem from a completely different angle. Instead of asking, why doesn't light follow the rules? He asked, what if light is the rule? And that single thought changed everything. A completely new way of thinking was needed. The man who proposed it was Albert Einstein. His idea became known as the theory of relativity, and it would completely change our understanding of space, time, and reality itself.